Hello YouTube, Mike the Gambling Guy here. Thank you for joining me, and I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Do appreciate everybody being here. Do appreciate the mothers. Appreciate my mother. Appreciate all the mothers that are out there. Childbirth. I could never do it. Right. So this is what, day 7 of my challenge. So I was actually, I guess it'd be considered day 8. Day 7, I was yesterday I wasn't able to make a video because I actually hit my goal too darn fast. And that was just, I looked down, I was like, I'm already at $1,000, so I can't really make a video today based on that. So welcome back. So let's get this thing started. And looking here in the room, so what we're going to be playing again. Nobody commented so we do the dance. So we're going to do the dance. So it looks like we're going to have a mirror, mirror, mirror. So we're going to be going for a no mirror here. You can see my balance is at 1038. So a no mirror would be here. So again, good thing I dismissed that because I normally make bets on just the third and the fourth in that column. I don't keep chasing it. So we're going to be going for the no mirror in the dance, right? We also haven't seen any ties yet. I typically love the shoes that give me a tie right in that 6th. It's amazing how many times you watch a tie show up in that very last thing of the column, the 6th spot in that column on the bead road. It's kind of cool the way that happens. And so good thing it wasn't 3rd and 4th. Let's see if we can get 5th. To play along with us. So that's going to be a 2-unit bet. Still doing $5 units. So my goal, my goal is actually, so I was doing $65 a day. My goal is to get to 1280. So I did the math and divided 1280 by 4 days. So the next 4 days, it's $70 a day. So with that being said, my goal is 14 units. Remember, one of those days I did lose one leg of my chair. And so as we're trying to get that up to 1280, so my 4-leg bet would then be $10. I mean, this one isn't looking like it's going to be going my way here. And it didn't. He's going to have a whole row of mirrors, possibly. I mean, this last one. So if we were still doing the no mirror strategy, we'd be down to our last bet here. But I'm actually going to be waiting for my first bet is going to be for $15. And it's going to be what I call the boomerang bet. So when he finally finds a no mirror here, eventually, I mean, I've seen mirrors and no mirrors. I've seen it go up to, I believe, 15 times in a row from all the shoes I've ever seen. And that could have chased that all day long and never hit it, regardless of what betting strategy you were doing. So there, finally got the no mirror. So if we were doing the no mirror, that would have been the 6th bet in our progression. So now I'm going to go for a $15 boomerang because he just had 5 mirrors. So we came back with a no mirror. So I'm expecting this one to, the energy to shift right back to being on the mirroring side. And this is our third bet in our sequence. So I'm following the Fibonacci sequence. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. So we've got a 6. And the 6 held. Nice. So we are back to ground zero, right? So let's actually just take a look at the other table, see how the other table's doing. It looks like they just completed the dance after 3. I said after 3, yeah, I could do a boomerang here, and it might very well come back as a boomerang. So what has happened on this table, because I haven't seen it at all. So we had yes, a mirror, no, yes, no. So we did have a boomerang already once in this session, and then it did boomerang again. So this side certainly is boomeranging. So if we were to get a banker here, which we just did, then that's 2 mirrors. And then we're going to go for a no mirror for $5 to get our first unit. So far this will be our fourth bet. We're trying to get our first unit. Some days it's just a grind, and sometimes it just goes by so fast. Like the first $38 that I made today. That was actually 8 units, and this was not looking good for me. But the first 8 units I made today went by really, really fast because I did catch a tie in there, and yeah, that makes it win quick when you had a tie. It pays you 8-1. So looking at the other roads, this would give us a red. Right now, the blue has a weak line of resistance. Red's breaking out, and blue is broken out. So I say I could actually see this going back to the player. Yep. So the energy is really being evident in the other roads. So there's 4. So I'm just gonna sit back and wait to see when she gets a no mirror, and then we'll be going back in for boomerang for a mirror. So right now the energy is strong on the mirroring, and you can see on the Big Eyed Boy Road, I mean, they've got 7 in a row here. And to continue that would be a banker, which would be a match, which would be a mirror. And we're looking for a no mirror. But that would continue all of those paths. And it looks like it finally did the 7. So there is the rule of 7 here, where it typically doesn't like going past 7. If it goes past 7, chances are it's going to stay strong. So now we are on our 3rd bet progression again, the refund bet. I know you're probably going, Mike, why don't you just martingale? Use your same legs and just martingale, because that way when you win it all back and you lock in a profit. Martingaling is how I've been hurt in the past. So yeah, it works when it works, but first time it doesn't, you get your bankroll just blown up. So I'm fine with the Fibonacci sequence. We're going to get a tie here. Hopefully that player gets reduced. No, jumped right into a tie. That's all right. We're just going to rebet. There was certainly nothing there that was going to indicate that was going to be a tie, to play a tie. At least to me. I didn't see it coming. Did you see it coming? I didn't see it coming. And obviously we both saw it as a result, but... And I wouldn't just sit here and just keep playing ties to go, oh, I'm just going to keep playing a tie until a tie hits. Because the other day I saw an entire shoe went with 0 ties. That blew my mind. That there was an entire shoe that went by that never had a tie. Oh, and it's funny because, look, maybe there's energy going, hey, stupid, you're playing the wrong side. And I'm still playing the wrong side. Because what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be getting it to mirror. These last 2 bats, I was betting to no mirror. Hello? It's a boomerang bet. You're trying to win the boomerang. So in order for that energy to come back, so the table energy is going, we might have been able to help you out. Stupid. You were on the wrong side of the bet. Not only once, but twice. It's like, come on. Is the table energy gonna help me here and say, okay, now that we've shown you your light, are we gonna keep you in the dark? Yeah, we're gonna keep you in the dark. So now we've got 2 no mirrors. That's funny. So now we're also looking for this to mirror, which actually does put us back on this on the blue, that on the player side, that is actually starting to take off. So on the player, it gave us a red ring here, like that one. Gives us a solid red here, which it's done that in the past, and gives us a continuation of the red slash. So if I'm looking at the energy on the other roads, this is actually a really good bet. Six, I prefer that was an upside down 6, but at least it's against a 0 for now. All right. So looking at the energy that was giving us off the other roads, and a continuation of that bet, that worked for me. This one, because the boomerang did not work last time, I will not be doing another boomerang, because there's a lot of times the energy is going to flow right from one side, and it's just got to shift to the other side. It's just going to keep going that way. And because the energy right now is so strong in this player, I mean, just being on a player could actually be a decent bet. I'm not really surprised that that was a tie. Wasn't one to throw some money on it, but I wasn't surprised. Now we're going to play the tie, because they've been going 2 by 2. I mean, what's the worst that happens? We hit our tie, make 45 bucks, $40 plus our 5, or we lose $5, right? Because right now my next bet is $10, is where I'd normally take it back. So I'd love to see another 7-7 here. Still a chance for 7-7. 7-2, it's all right. All right, well, let's go take a look at the other table, because she's going to be working through a lot of ties here. And see, he hadn't even had one yet. So he had a yes, 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 yeah, we lived through that. No. Yes, no boomerang. So he went yes, yes, no, no. Yes, yes, no boomerang. No. Yes, yes, no. Yes, yes. So this is where we're going to be going for a no for $10. And he has 7 chops across here. Again, a lot of times 7, if the 7 happens, 7's a great stalling spot for streaks. It really, really is. We're also getting up to the resistance here. So the banker here would actually give us a blue. So this one's all pushing about resistance to the current streak that's been going on. Perfect pair, 2 perfect pairs. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 2 perfect pairs. No wonder why they got a 9 on that side. They're like, we can't make this any better. We're just gonna make this tie, because the energy here was just ridiculously strong. I mean, just ridiculously strong. 2 perfect pairs pulls the 2 9s. Let's see if this energy just wants to continue. We're going to do our 3rd unit bet. Try to get 1 unit here. See if that thing isn't going to break through the 7. And we're going to get the rest of those to actually continue. Well, there was a 9. That was just a waste of a 9. That mixed up in there with that 2. Fantastic. So we just gained, after all this, we just gained our 1st unit. Remember, I'm not going to be doing a boomerang here, because I just have not been working with this guy. This guy's literally been going from one pattern straight into the next dance. So just pay attention to that, because that is powerful. So on the Big-Eyed Boy Road, he's actually up here to 6, hitting some resistance here. These are teeing off up here next to each other. Banker gets the win. This trend is continuing. Actually, all the trends are continuing. Boy, almost don't want to put my bet on banker here for $5. But we're going to continue the dance. So we're looking for it to mirror, because he's had 7 on the Big-Eyed Boy Road. That was a 7. Normally I don't bet against a 7. Normally I just sit out and watch what happened at 7. Glad I did that. That's 2 units. We got 2 units right now. Yeah, this one I wouldn't be surprised if it came back and was a player. Oh, no, actually I'm going to take it back because I'm looking for the red to boomerang back here. And I would expect this to be a banker. There it was. It's a banker natural 9. But that's because after that long row of 7, this was also a boomerang bet, right? So if we're paying attention to the energy at the table, that was also a boomerang. Here we had 6. That was the same, also a boomerang. 5. As long as we have 5 of a pattern, and then it goes one to the other side, and then that's also a boomerang. So that was actually a really strong bet on the banker there. But the energy really does come out in the derived roads because it's not banker player. It's chaos and anticipated outcome. And that is a great way to talk about the energy of the game. So we've got a no, yes, no, yes. Let's see what's going on at the other table. The other table, she actually just completed her dance. Those ties get things a little bit messy. So she only had 2. Drag her back over here real quick. She only had 2 results. 2 no's, 2 no mirrors. Because the one over here, if we back up here, this was a mirror. No mirror, no mirror. And then she just mirrored. And then she actually did come back with a boomerang once again. So she is having some boomerang success. But really digging the energy that this guy has got working on his table. I just want to get past this tie because I don't play next to ties. But now there needs to be a decision made of which way he's going. Now we can obviously see that the banker is on a little bit of a tear here. And if this goes to banker, it's going to be a no mirror after we just had the last one was a mirror. So that also wouldn't give us a result, but also doesn't allow us to jump on that train if the banker is going to go ahead and continue. All right, so we had a mirror, and now we're going to be going for a no mirror for $5. I like the 8. Just don't like it as much as a 9. I like the 9 better. At least when the 9 comes, I'm like, well, I can't lose. I can certainly tie, but I can't lose. So let's see. The player here is going to give us a red circle, a blue bullet, and a red dash. How do we feel about those? Nothing super strong. I mean, except that number. That's a very strong number, but I won't be surprised if there's another 9 hiding underneath this side. There wasn't. That was good. We got our 3rd unit. So my goal today is 1070, but for our session, I'm gonna do a boomerang here. This kid, out of the way, I don't think he's hit a boomerang. How about we just clear that? Because this guy has not hit a boomerang yet. Not saying he's not gonna hit it right now, but there's the tie. I mean, it's feeling like the energy of all this was kind of mixed up. I'm not really surprised at all that a tie had shown up. All right, let's go check out the black room. Since we're at 10:52, and my other room had timed out on me, let's go check out the black room, the Baccarat, see what's going on over here. Again, not my favorite room, but it is live Baccarat. And she has literally just started her shoe. So we've got no input here. And with that, we are up 3 units for this video right now. My goal is 3 to 5. And we can tell the black room wasn't going anywhere because they had just started their shoe. So once again, happy Mother's Day. Please like and subscribe. This is the 31-day challenge. This actually, I think, was day 8 since I missed creating a video on day 7. So in the next 4 days, we're going to have our well, 3 more days from today, we should get the balance up to $1,280, go up to a $10 unit. So if you want to see how we're building this, go back and check out 31 Days to Financial Freedom. Just click on the link somewhere in here. It'll be there. And then you're going to figure out how we've got 4 legs of our bankroll, and we're actually doing the dance. That's actually how I've made thousands of dollars playing Baccarat. Started off showing the no mirror because I wanted you to understand the philosophy of the no mirror before we jumped into the dance. That was the transition. It wasn't because, well, that just isn't going to work. But until tomorrow, Mike the Gambling Guy, I'm out.